This line is tapped, so I must be brief. They got to you first, but they've underestimated how important you are. If they knew what I know, you would probably be dead.
Human society cannot be rationally understood until it is seen for what it is.
Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job.
This is the story of your enslavement.
You believe that you are special, that somehow the rules do not apply to you. Obviously, you are mistaken.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
We became, alone among the animals, afraid of death and of future loss.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Beale, and I won't have it!
Mr. Chairman, in all due respect to my friends, Mr. Greenspan, Mr. Rubin, and Mr. Summers, their testimony, which is similar to testimony that we have heard from them in recent years, is coming from an Alice in Wonderland perspective. It just doesn't have anything to do with reality.
You are an old man who thinks in terms of nations and peoples. There are no nations. There are no peoples. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West. There is only one holistic system of systems. One vast and immane, interwoven, interacting, multivariate, multinational dominion of dollars.
I'm a human being! God damn it! My life has value!
You see, when we become afraid of death, of injury and imprisonment, we become controllable and so valuable in a way that no other resource could ever be.
The world is a college of corporations, inexorably determined by the immutable bylaws of business.
You can frighten an animal because animals are afraid of pain in the moment, but you cannot frighten an animal with a loss of liberty, with torture or imprisonment in the future.
Those who fail to recognize this principle are not spared in the grand chess game.
You cannot get more eggs by threatening a hen, but you can get a man to give you his eggs by threatening him.
We are asked whether to give the President of the United States authority to use force in Iraq.
There is no America. There is no democracy. There is only IBM and ITT and AT&T and DuPont, Dow, Union Carbide, and Exxon. Those are the nations of the world today.
The greatest resource for any human being to control is not natural resources or tools or animals or land, but other human beings.
America's first drug is free black labor and turning black bodies into profit.
That is the atomic and subatomic and galactic structure of things today.
Do we continue the status quo?
This is a serious election. I obviously am running because I think it's better for the country if a Democrat who has the kind of approaches and values that my husband had and Barack Obama has follows this presidency.
Black president, black attorney general, black Homeland Security cabinet member, all those black faces in high places, not translating into justice. The rule of law is still deeply racist. But of course, we know how classist it is. Look at Wall Street, all the crimes on Wall Street, market manipulation, insider trading. Not one Wall Street executive of high order going to jail. They still dominate.
I can't go back, can I?
So that the connection between that rule of law that is deeply racist, deeply tilted toward Wall Street and the well-to-do, and then also suspended when it comes to imperial policies, the drones dropping bombs on innocent people. It was a good thing to see the president apologizing for the American life and the Italian life, but when it comes to thousands of lives in Pakistan and Afghanistan Somalia and Yemen and Libya. 230-some children, innocent children dead. Not a mumbling word from Mr. President. You see that kind of thing burns me up.
The question of our time is whether or not we are prepared to take on the enormous economic and political power of the billionaire class, or do we continue to slide into economic and political oligarchy?